right. Shirley, you were on Nick and Now tonight. Tell what you thought about Nick and Now and what your impressions were of what Luis was saying.
Well, I think he's hoping we're going to have a whole lot better year next year than we're having this past year. They're working hard to try to make it easier for us to have the knowledge that we need to sell the product and to get people in, which will grow our businesses.
Mm-hmm. Were you surprised that he started in 1994 as a trainer? No, as a translator?
Well, I knew that from going to the convention. So.
Were you shocked at all at how quickly he went from that to the head of of Mexico?
Well, he's done well, I would say.
Yeah.
Extremely well.
He was a translator in 1994 and he became the head of Mexico. He became a gold trainer in 1998 and he became the head of the Mexico operation in 2000. And that was a pretty big thing. Betty, you were on there tonight. What was your takeaway?
Oh, I thought it was real good.
Well, I had to jump off at 8:55.
So uplifting. You did.
Well, one of the.
Did I lose you?
There you are. You were kind of wow there for a little bit, but you're back now, and looking.
Oh, okay. Well, where'd my picture go?
We can.
Oh, there I am. Oh, by the way, your hair looks good.
Thank you. I had a really good hairdresser.
Maybe we need to come down there when we need our next one.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the charge, Jeff?
You can give it a try.
I thought he was real upbeat.
Well, I mean, he is a man who does not like whining and complaining. I mean, and he put that out there today. It's like he has very much been raised on the Japanese principles.
Yeah, they're totally different.
And they are in Japan. This was probably right after World War II. They, as a country, decided, and this is so alien to anything we do in the United States, but what was most important, and it was respect for each other, respect for nature, respect for other countries, and living in harmony with all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is just that's just how the world ought to be. And he, and I'll tell you, yes, Latin America can transform where the products cost much more than they do here.
Yeah.
And the shipping is much more than it is here. They're not going to any free shipping. And they can sell what they sell. We can do so much. And, it's a two-pronged thing in that each of us has to work on the belief in ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what Humans Being More is about. Now, the Humans Being More we did on Saturday was great with Ben. And I encourage you to get on another Humans Being More that is just the old Humans Being More with Jeff. It is a different experience. I think they are both equally important. And one of the things that you're going to see the company doing is working more on teaching. You don't have to do personal development with this company, and you can. But I know in myself, when I'm doing the most personal development, that is when I am the most effective.
Believe that.
That way my entire life. I have spent a lot. I mean, before I ever went back to graduate school, I had spent enough on training to pay for my graduate education. But I mean, what it did was when I got to graduate school, I was number one in my class because I had really, really worked on me. And if you're not where you want to be right now, then I'm going to challenge you a little bit. And I'm not asking for everybody to raise any hands that's in confession time. But if you're not where you want to be, then there's something that is holding you back. There is a belief issue somewhere. I've told you all before, Larry Prophet said that to me. Oh my God, it was like a sword through my heart. But I knew when he said it, he was right. And you have to work through that and figure that out. And you can. And I think there will be lots of opportunities. I mean, this is a company that is of service to individuals, to families, to business people, to the community. And we're just very, very, very fortunate in all that's coming out. So, Nick and Now is the third Wednesday night of each month at 8:00 Eastern, so 6:00 Mountain. And anytime you can join that, do. Now, they're also recorded and they are on the website. They're under the information section. And I was really sad. I poured myself a little glass of wine because I had talked to him last week and he said, be sure to have a glass of wine because we'll do a toast at the end. And Jeff was trying to resolve a problem we had with the patient and I had to stop out to do my sizzle call. And of course, by the time I got back, it was over, but that's how it goes. So I didn't get to do my toast. But, you know, Shirley, Betty, and Kathy, you were all on Humans Being More, the Empowerment Paradox. What were your thoughts about that training?
I thought it was really, really good. It made me think a lot about myself, you know, what I really want, what I need to work on, you know, and things like that. And it was inspiring.
And I will tell you that you are never too old to heal old wounds or new ones.
That's right.
When I first got out of school and I was starting my practice, I contracted with Rex Home Services, and the average age of my client was about 85.
Well,
And everybody I was dealing with was people who were dealing with stuff sometimes from a very long time away.
mm-hmm.
So it's you want to work on yourself, and
Sometimes we really know what we need to do, but it's like we just don't do it.
right. How many of you were on the call on Monday that talked about the new changes for 2021?
Oh, I didn't get to do that. I was at work.
Okay.
I was on it.
Okay. Any comments that you have about it? I know that Kathy's got some questions. So, Cecilia and Barbara, what were your, and I think, Shirley, weren't you on there too?
I was, yes.
What your thoughts were about that?
Go ahead, Miss
like
Shirley.
I like
Or
your
Ms.
stuff better. Yeah, I like your stuff better that you do. I didn't like the fact that people kept interrupting him and they
Thank
weren't
you,
really
girl,
adding-
because I did not even want to say that.
no, they weren't adding to what he was saying. It was more of a distraction. I mean, I felt like some of the people just needed to be quiet.
I am so, thank you, Miss
Yeah.
Barbara, because I was out of my mind.
Girl,
I had to get up
I'm
and
learning-
leave the table.
I'm learning to speak my mind. So, I mean, that was how I felt about it because it just seemed like
Woo.
some of the people that kept talking, I'm like, why do you even say that? We're trying to talk about setting goals, not what, anyway. Yeah, I'm
She
with
said, "Could
you.
you do some different marketing because we can't do that for ourselves?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What does she want him to do her job?"
I'm sorry I missed all that.
No, Miss Betty, you are not sorry because there was at
Be glad you
least
missed it.
25 minutes of some women that I respect, but they would not stop talking.
No, it was just y'all just shut up. I mean, I wanted to go in there and just everybody be quiet and let them do the meeting so that we can get something
That's,
to film.
that's what Tony said. Tony
Well,
said,
did
"I can't
anybody
even
tell
believe
them to
this."
shut up?
Well, they're very,
Respectful.
they're very respectful, so they don't. But you have no idea.
You could tell their faces. Oh my God.
I'll tell you, I'm really counting on some of you joining us on Team Kaizen next year. Because when you get on those Team Kaizen calls, a lot of those people that were,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and they just,
Well,
Yeah.
I follow a couple of them on social media just to see, and you can tell. You can kind of tell what they do and how they are and the way that they chip, 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 chip like little chickens or hens or something. And I feel like, oh gosh, I hope I don't do that. Please, Jesus, don't let me do that. This
Well-
is a tool, so don't do that.
there is no question that is not valid, and I'm always open to questions. But if you in order to be successful, you're going to have to do a certain amount of following of what the company is going to be rolling out. And from here on forward, the company is going to be rolling out all the training and all the materials. It won't be Mike's group here and Rick's group there. I mean, they've set a calendar, and as soon as I get that, I will share it with you. Shirley, did you have anything you wanted to say about Monday before I go on?
Miss Shirley's not like
No.
me and Miss Barbara. She's just smiling all nice and cute. I wasn't going to say nothing until it came out, so I'm glad. Thank you, Miss Barbara.
I'm going to share something with you because I really believe that most of you are going to go high up in this. But I'm going to tell you what, please don't ever, ever go on one of those calls and say, why did you get rid of this product? That was the best product ever. If we could just get that product back, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm going to tell you something.
I promise.
This company, it drives me nuts. When I hear somebody say that, I go like this. Because you know what? This company will they will manufacture the heck out of any product you can sell, but they can't manufacture products that aren't selling. And that is a problem.
Yeah, after the
Mm.
warehouse gets so full, you got to do something with them.
Well, did anybody catch the thing when they said well, that might have been a different call. What did Ruben, was something said about were they going to get rid of the Power Mag because it's on sale?
No, that must have been a different call.
Yeah.
There's a
No,
lot.
but there was a couple of people on there that they just needed to not even open their mouth. I mean,
Just
I'm glad my face wasn't on there because I wouldn't have wanted anybody to see my face.
I know that sometimes I roll my eyes and then I go, oh crap, I'm not on the phone, I'm on camera.
I went like this. I went like this.
Yeah.
And I said to Tony when I got off the screen, I said,
And Ruben is so nice and kind, but sometimes I really feel bad for him.
Yeah.
So all right, so here are the main changes, and I have asked Ruben for the slides, and I will go through it when I get the slides. But the one thing I want you to be thinking about the most right now is that signups on the 1st will be $19.99. If they've been signed up before, you're going to have to wait until Monday, whatever the date of Monday is. I think it's the 5th. Because if someone has ever been signed up before and they've been out, in order to re-sign up, it has to be emailed in. So if they've ever, and they stay in the system forever. Now, the system is going to change, and I know one of the people who's beta testing it now. She and her husband were chosen, and she really likes it, but it's going to roll out. And so, we're moving there, but, be patient. I mean, this is big that it's being beta tested now. So the $19.99. So what you want to be doing now is getting as many people to buy products as you can. And what you can say to people is, if you've ever thought about buying a water system, you might want to get it now. There's going to be a change in the pricing strategy. We're not saying we're raising price. It's going to be a change in the pricing strategy so that there can be an offering for free shipping on the larger items. But in order to do that, prices will go up. And if you buy before the 1st of January, then you will take advantage of that. So, and all the prices are going to go up, but I mean, the thing will be at that point. The big thing then is going to be if you are a direct or you are an executive or you are a silver, you are going to earn an extra commission whenever you personally retail 2 water systems. It's a larger amount if you retail 3, and it's a larger amount if you retail 4. So in your sales, there's a strategy of trying to see, how many you can do in a month, because that's going to raise what you earn. I mean, and it's significant. I mean, you sell 2 of the water systems, and I think it's like $211 you're going to end up making.
That's
I mean,
not-
that's some good money.
I remember thinking Cece needed that in place when she sold all of hers.
Oh, I know, in October, dang it.
That's
I
hard.
know.
In October, you can do, a salesperson does the same thing. Barbara sells phones. Barbara sells phones. She sells phones January, February, March, right through. She sells phones.
I'll sell them any day you want them, darling.
Water is a product we want to lead with. There's a couple of reasons for that. They're also going to raise the commissionable volume, and commissionable volume is going up on all of this stuff. That's why you're earning more. The commissionable volume is actually going up more than the volume, more than the price raise. I mean, they're doing a lot of things, but they're looking at every single one of the prices. But you're going to talk about a pricing strategy that is more beneficial to the consumer. And they're going to give you the best customer service you can get.
Kimball, one of the things that I want to do you know that lady, you probably know who I'm talking about, that's on the networking meeting that talks about her water system? I don't know her name, but she was on one of the networking meetings you and I were on together. She's on there talking about her water.
Miss something from Fuquay, Miss J from Fuquay.
Yes. Okay. Well, today after the Wake Up Wednesday, I talked to a girl that's local because she had asked me if I'd call her so that she and I could get together. She works at the animal shelter with my nephew's wife. But that being said, she and I have a lot in common, know a lot of the same people. And whenever she said something about the lady with the water system, because we were talking about stuff, and I said something about Nikin, and she said she'd never heard of it. And then she said something about the water lady, the lady with the water in Fuquay. And I said, "You mean Kimball Sargent?" She said, "No, I know Kimball Sargent, not her. It's another lady. So don't think that you aren't known as the water lady, number one." But she said, "No, it's another lady." And then I knew who she was talking about, that lady. And she said that she was talking to her because she and her husband don't like the city water with the chlorine in it. And I said, "Well, I tell you what," I said, "where I am now has chlorine, but I put it in my water system." I said, "I cook with it, everything." And I said, "You'd never know that it was in there." And she said, well, how much is a water system like y'all have? And I was telling her about the water bottle and all that. Well, come to find out, she had talked to this lady, and this lady quoted her like $5,000.
That's what a Kangen system is.
Right. But I told her, I said, no. I said, you don't need all of that. I said, our system is less than $300. And I said,
But I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to be about 370 retail when it's adjusted. But I don't know that for certain
well,
because
that's fine. But I just talked to her about it.
That's
I mean,
still not 5,000.
no, even I don't care if our water system was $500. You look, I mean, you buy a couple extra filters and you spend $500 versus some of these other systems out there is ridiculous. So I actually want to do a little slideshow about water and show some of the other systems and how much you can spend. Because remember, Jason told us before, whenever he was in, that the water systems he was selling was like $14,000.
it was. And do you know that I went out there and I kinesiology tested our water against his Kangen water, and I tested him against, and he was stronger with ours than he was with Kangen. He was stronger than ours than he was that came out of the tap with his $13,000 whole house system. I mean, so our products, the reason our products are not selling is not the price. It's that we're not telling enough people about them. We're not getting it out on social media the way we need. And I'm telling you, it's work because I'm working on it. I'm in there with a creator's studio, and Cecilia and I are going to do some trainings for you on that because she I think knows more about this than I do. I mean, I'm using, there's different, but we've got to push out people. If you don't, the more they see something, the more they realize it. So the first thing that you want to be doing right now is you want to be telling people that Nikken is doing a different pricing strategy. There's going to be some cool things that they're going to offer, but the prices will increase. So up until the 31st. And people are going to get gift cards for Christmas. So, they use a gift card to buy it, we'll work a way out to make it happen. And you want to find people who want to come on board. Anybody that's ever been signed up under, you call them up and say, hey, it's a new day. What happened in Latin America is going to happen here, whether any of us are involved in it or not. But you know what? I want to be involved because I want to make that money. Because my why is that I want to have the time to spend with my children and my grandchildren.
Yeah.
And I know that I can't travel right now, but that's not forever. And I want to be, because my kids are going to be strung out anyway. I mean, my youngest, when he ever gets from American Samoa, is going to be in Colorado. I got 2 at the beach. I got 1 in Atlanta. I mean, they're spread all out. And I can't have a regular job and do those things that I want to do. And I want to have the time to enjoy them. And I don't want to be stuck in a room by myself with somebody I don't know that's incredibly sad all the time. And I've done it for 25 years and I love helping people, but I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be out and about and with people, and I can change lives with this. And I love that. But we got to be talking to people. You want to be doing this like it is a pre-launch. In pre-launch, you just call up people and just find out how they're doing and just catch up with them. And then, anybody you ever talk to a water system about, it's a whole new day. You know what? That after the first of the year, they're going to adjust the price. There's going to be some free things they're going to be given, but the price is going to go up. Now's the best time to get it. Would you like to get yours? And just before you get off the phone, do you know anybody that's looking to make any extra money? And make extra money is it's not, and we're not talking about a business opportunity anymore. Zip that. It's their business possibilities. For somebody with an entrepreneurial spirit, there's a possibility to either make an extra income or to create a business that you can sell or give to your kids. But it's the possibility. And words have meaning. The words that we use when we talk to people about this have meaning. And finding out, it's so huge to find out what the person has done before. And what are you buying bottled water? Well, how long you been doing that? How much does it cost you a month? I mean, before you give them any information, you want to get as much information from them as you can. Now I'd have to have my little calculator, because whatever they tell me, I'm going to put that. Wow, you spend that much a year?
Yeah, it adds up, doesn't it?
It does add up, but you've got to like put it in and show them, because I mean, I remember one of my consultants he said this woman is spending, $75 a month on bottled water, but she said that our system was too expensive. And I'm like, in what world? 3 months it's paid for. I mean, you got nothing there. And I mean, you can share my story. How long does one of these water systems work? Well, the one that my son got, it's the older version from this. He's had it since he went to college in 2008. It's in American Samoa working right now. It'll be in Colorado, hopefully in February if he gets to come home, and that'll be 2021. And it's working just fine. So these products last. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at an air filter machine that's 20 years old. It is the original. I picked up a couple of these from an older lady that moved into a smaller house and had some extra ones. I bought those 10 years ago. It was 10 years old then. It's 20 years old and it's still cranking. So that water system, that air system is $511. Okay, let's divide that by 20 years. That's a pretty daggone cheap air filtration system, isn't it?
Sure is. Oh, I confronted the man that sold me the other air systems. And just, he called me and I told him, I said, glad you called me, and I was telling him about all that. And guess what he said? Well, in California, if you say anything about ozone, it's all these people that's, against it and all. Oh, you should have heard all that crap.
It's been outlawed there.
I had to laugh.
It's been outlawed for over 10 years. Now, I'm not saying that everything that comes from California is wonderful, but they're very strict on certain things, and it's a good thing to be that way. So hopefully by next week, I will have the slides from Ruben, and I'll just go through those with you. But what the big focus right now is getting people interested, selling some product, make yourself some retail money before the end of the year is over. When you talk to somebody about this, you know what? You get paid retail the next week.
Yeah.
So for $19.99, they can sign up. And here's the cool thing. They can go ahead and fill out their paperwork for you and give it to you. And I highly recommend you do that, because that's the way we do it when we launch another country. Jeff can tell you, when we went down to Peru, we interviewed these people, talked to them. They filled out their applications, gave us the credit card information. And the day they opened, we were tap. We were tapping that stuff in. And they were signing up. Well, meanwhile, they went out and found people that they wanted to be on their team. So they brought us those. So when we tapped them in, then we turned around and tapped in their new people.
That's good.
So there's 2 weeks here. And your new people, how would they like to start out this way? And the big thing is everybody that signs up, they've got to have $1,500 in the first 30 days to get their sign. And I don't know exactly how that's going to work, because $19.99 is not a huge incentive. So I don't know if they're going to leave it that you get 100. If they give 100, then that's more than they even got. But because they said the incentives were going to stay the same. So I've got to ask Ruben about that. But they'll Now, here's the deal. Anything that you sell, it cannot come to your house. As of January 1, there'll be nothing for you to buy but wholesale. You won't even be able to buy retail. And if you go on your website and you buy retail and it ships to you, then they're not gonna take that. You've got to ship it to the other person's address. But they did agree that it can be your credit card because, like there was a woman from Mexico that she's got a new sign up who wants to buy 4 of the machines and gift them to different people in her family. And so what Ruben says is you sign all 4 of them up as customers and you ship it directly to them, but she can use her credit card. Remember, it will be free shipping. So it's not going to cost more because I've taken stuff, I've always taken stuff and bundled it.
Okay, you're
So-
frozen on my end.
Okay.
So are you saying like if somebody, see, I have people that won't
Is anybody-
order.
I'm here, Miss Kathy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can everybody
And
hear
that-
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, then Kimball, they
Well,
don't
now
want
you're gone,
to order.
Cece.
Oh, no,
Can-
I'm
Can
gone.
y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Betty? What were
It
you at?
seems to be frozen.
well-
I had a situation back in August that a customer called me. I went in and ordered it to be shipped to her. I ordered,
Kathy, we can't hear you.
Now she's froze.
Okay.
It's cold outside, y'all. That's why she froze.
You're so crazy.
Kimball, I got a question.
Yes.
Since I'm all of me is signed up at my snow camp address, but since I rent, I haven't changed my address, and I have Stella the dog signed up, and I order my stuff under her and here.
That will work absolutely perfectly.
But I use my credit card, so
That
well,
is, it's going to a different address. It's going
good that I signed it up that way, then, isn't it?
Yes. This is just something that Nikin's doing because they want to keep the Federal Trade Commission off of our backs. I mean,
Right.
I
there's
understand that.
always crazy kind of things you got to do. So find a neighbor, somebody, that, and give them a water bottle or give them something here and there. And you just have them as a customer. And if you've got somebody who wants things and they don't want to sign up, buy it off of your customer, whoever that's
Okay.
just the
Okay.
simplest way to do it. And you know what?
Okay.
I like doing things simple. And I can tell you that's what Dave Johnson will tell you to do. Years ago when we had an issue with this before, Rick Murphy used to say, lots of things go to grandma's house.
Well, now can I say something?
Sure.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So if I signed up Katrina
Right.
and I have people that will not order, so I could order under Katrina's account
That's
with
right.
my credit card
That's right.
and
That's
send it to Katrina's address.
right. Pick it up there and give it to your people.
Okay.
That is perfect. You got it down pat. Because they were kind of pushing
Okay. Because
us in a corner saying, well, it can't be on your credit card. And we said, well, what about, because I've got a lot of people that they are just, they'll give me cash, but they
Right.
won't
Mhm.
credit card.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
Yes.
Bring me
That's what I get.
bills. And they said, well, yeah, as long as it doesn't go to your address. So,
Okay.
well, good.
See, I
Because
had one.
two lately.
Right. I had a lady back earlier this year. She said after I placed her order for her with Nikan, her credit card was compromised. And that's all she had used that credit card for. So she blames me for her credit card
Oh,
getting compromised.
oh, Lord.
And it was a water system, so I don't know what we're going to do. I
did you contact the company about that?
no, I didn't think
Okay.
there was any reason to.
Well, because if it got compromised through that, which I kind of doubt, but they needed to know that because then their security needed to look into it. So I don't know if it's too late to even worry about it, and I don't know if the system's changing enough that I've never known of anybody's stuff to get. We've never, as far as I know, Nikon has never known because they have to let you know, and we've never gotten anything from them saying it has been compromised. But you can, but do check with them. And Kathy, I'm gonna. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your question?
Okay. I have some former consultants that want to renew. MC says she plans to in January, but my communication with her is spotty, I guess, because she's so busy in California. And then Clarence is wanting to renew.
Okay.
So if you'll, when you secure those slides and we'll do a meeting on that, I want to really make a push to get these people that are interested in signing back up to be on that call.
Absolutely, Kathy. You are right on. Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do something if you need help from me.
And I will tell you that if they have been out for 6 months, they'll be better off to sign up new.
Well, see, Clarence was out August 4th. So he would be
It's not
better to
been
sign
6
up
months.
new in January.
Well, if he's August, September, October, November, December, January, February is when if he renews it, it'll be $79. If he waits till February, it'll be $19.99.
Right. And he would probably prefer to wait. But I'm also wanting, if they're on the call, then they're also needing, and I think MC especially needs to be thinking in her mind, okay, the people I've spoken to in the past need to know that this $19.99 is a great opportunity.
Yeah. Now she's been out long enough that she'll be able to sign up on January 1 for $19.99.
Yes. Yes. And I'm reaching back out to Steve and Vicky. They've sort of stayed in touch. Not Vicky's been more regular than he has. And I thought I would try to get her on the call and see if they will listen to it. But now their nephew Andrew is the one that opens everything I send. And I wondered if he might want to come in and put them under him.
You definitely want to get in touch with him. Well, now for them, if they could renew for $79.99 and come in as silvers, there's no doubt that that would be a better deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think where you're at, and I think that they would let them keep their rank. They wouldn't let them keep people under them, but I think that they would probably. I don't know exactly. You'll have to check with Nikon on that because we didn't get any definitives on that. But I know that there's a long time that you can come back in and keep that rank.
Yeah. Well, I think they've only been out since May.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they could come back in and keep their rank. And I mean, if you're really going to build a business, then buying silver. But if you've got it, I mean, there's just no need. I mean, $79 to already be at the 20%. I mean, that's enough.
Worth it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you're a direct, it doesn't make all that much difference, except that, in MC's position, she was a direct, but if she could probably finagle renewing for $79, but why would she want to do that when she could do a new sign up for $19.99?
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I really need your help on this. I'm just afraid I know you're busy and I know it's it's just tough to always catch you.
Jeff, all of you all can get Jeff most of the time. I will have some time this weekend because I'm going to be doing some recouping. But once Christmas gets here, I'm not working anymore in my practice until the 5th. And
Okay.
I will be working weekend in that week. I mean, I'm totally planning. I've got some calling and connecting and all I want to do. I still want to sell some more product. I haven't met my goal for December yet. I haven't met Kai, and I want to be Kai. I mean, my goal, I'm sitting here looking at it, Club Kai, all 4 quarters, 2020. And I've done 3, but I got to get the 3rd one done. So I've got to knock that out. Jeff and I will be working on that. So, and Jeff is available now because we want each one of you to be successful. You know, we serve you in helping you grow your businesses. And Kathy, you need to get in touch with those sales folks you were talking to me about, because I mean, somebody that's a salesperson to be able to come in and make what they're going to be able to make. And you know, if you're good, I mean, Barbara ought to knock it out the park with these water systems, because she's used to selling phones and selling one thing, and, you know, and so people that are in sales, this whole thing with the water system is pretty amazing for them.
Well, I did reach out to Jean. Is it Jeannie Zidane?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did reach out to her, and we're supposed to be in touch tomorrow.
Yay, go, Kathy.
Well, thank you. I try. But not. I saw her on the call tonight, and I sent her a private chat, and I said, Kimball Sargent says I need to talk to you. Your name carries clout.
It is. The reason Kathy has got some people that are old-time salespeople, and Jeannie's husband sells stuff at on the fair circuit, and she's been a salesperson her whole life. And I said, she will be a great person to get on. I mean, I love doing 3-ways with all of you, but if I think I know somebody that might be more effective than me to do the 3-way, then that's who I'm going to try to get to do it with you. Because I mean, there's always somebody, I don't care who we are, there's always somebody that may be better. And if I can hook you up with somebody that can help you, and people that are similar to that person are always there. I mean, that makes a huge amount of difference.
It does.
Well, I do appreciate it. I did reach out, and I hope we can get this. I haven't met him yet. I'm trying to still figure out how to meet him and get him on a call at the same time.
Well, is this girl, is she kind of open? Is she interested in helping you meet him?
I think she would help me meet him. She works from home now. And when she told me what he said about her, not to worry, she wouldn't lose her job, that he'd always be selling something. And then I said, wow, I'd really like to meet him. And she said,
what is he selling now?
Right now he's selling, kind of destination tickets. He and his partner had a bus company, and I think the partner took over the bus part, and he took over the ticket sales for places that they can go. Like if you know you're going to Missouri and they sell you tickets for shows.
That
I've heard about those kind of people.
That can't be doing but so good right now.
Well, I know. That's why I keep asking her, because she's worked for him for 15 years. And she said, I think he's even got me in the wheel. So he seems to like her, but she just said, I asked him if I need to be looking for another job because it's so slow. And he said, oh, don't worry, honey. We're not selling this. We'll be selling something else. And I thought, bing, 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 bing.
So what I would suggest is you say to her, you know what, you two are like family. You know, he's told you that he will always take care of you. I would really like to meet him. And, you know, I don't know if this will be anything that interests you or not, but this is something that could be an extra stream of income, and people are buying these now. we've had a big increase, which we did. Lincoln had a decent increase this year. It was not spectacular, but it was decent. It was the most increase we've had in several years in the North American market. But you can say in one of our markets that really focuses on this product that we're going to be doing this year, they had a 240% increase last year.
Mm.
Wow. So I'd really like for you to get him on. And I've got some friends that are just like him, that man, they are sellers and they're like family. And I'd like to get them to help tell you about this. Now, she's either is or she isn't. And if she says no now, then about a month later, you follow back up, because no doesn't mean never. No means no, not today. That's all. No, not today. And if you're nice to the person and you ask enough questions and you stay connected to them, and you know, then they will trust you, because it really is all about creating some trust in the relationship.
Mhm.
I mean,
Okay.
but I just, you know, yeah, I think Jenny Zeden and it would be just absolutely the right person to talk with them. I mean, like I said, he's an old time salesperson. Interesting. If you know, Dr. Nelson is really struggling with his health right now. But some of you,
Mhm.
but our upline, Dr. Nelson, started selling newspapers when he was about 6 years old.
Oh, my.
He has sold stuff his entire life, and he sold his way out of his chiropractic practice.
Mhm.
That was
See,
what allowed him to close it down and buy a motorhome and watch his last 4 children grow up.
well, see, I hadn't heard that much about Luis until he shared tonight about how he sold.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And then he said that when he first got in, he did not have faith in the model, the business model. And I would like to know what the difference was, what flipped him into realizing this model worked.
When he saw the fact that he built a business that had depth and width that continued to pay him when he wasn't working.
Okay.
I mean, now he didn't go in this. I've spent quite a few hours with him. He didn't think it would work with the wellness products, but he was in network marketing when he was in college. And he said, I always worked fewer hours than the people I was in college with, and I had more money in my pocket. I don't think he believed that the wellness products would sell the way they've sold, because they didn't have a really low price point.
Mhm.
When he got involved with the company, he found that they would. And a water system is way more expensive in Latin America than it is here. And I will tell you, and if Renzo were here, I'd say it in front of him. So it's not like I'm talking out of hand behind his back. But when we went into Peru, he looked at me and he says, they're going to have to lower the price. Nobody's going to buy these products at this price. So then he proceeded to tell his prospects that he thought they were too expensive and that they would lower the prices. So most of the people that got started back then are now at $200,000 a year, and Renzo is not.
Mm.
Because he didn't have a belief in the business model
Yeah.
for the products.
Well, I think that is something that I think too often I have prejudged. I look at somebody and say, there's no way they could afford that. Or you see that their budget's tight, but it just amazes me. And Barbara probably sees this with phones all the time. They may be having trouble making all kinds of other payments, but they're going to have that phone.
Well, people buy what's important to them. And let me tell you something. The ones that are poor mouthing to you, they probably got more money than you've ever thought about. My last client today is a multimillionaire. So he gets on today and I said, oh, that's a really nice sweater. Well, I ain't got but 2. I ain't got but 2 sweaters to wear. When I had my first session with him, he asked me, could I discount his sessions?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
And he is a multi-millionaire.
That's the ones that don't
But
spend
his
it.
person had to give up half of what he got, and his feelings are so daggone hurt. And he's still a multi-millionaire. So when people pour mouth to you, they might be able to turn around and buy you and sell you in a blink. The people, you know, and a lot of times they won't even buy because they're so stingy.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Hey, Betty, we know one of those, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Initials DH.
Kimball,
Yeah.
that's so true. And I've got a story I can tell you that just happened to me today.
Tell us.
Can you hear me or did I freeze?
We can hear you, sweetie.
Oh, okay. I lost you there for a second. Okay. Today I was talking to this guy. Now I have nothing against the fact that he's Indian. I just know how they are because I dated one time. Okay, so I know that I can speak. I can speak as that I know what I'm talking about. But I got this guy. It's a medical office, and today he wants to pay less on his phones. Well, I'm sorry, our lines are the same price. I mean, that's what they are. So he's telling me, well, he has two friends, and Kimmel, you'll have to laugh about this. He has two other friends of his that have other medical businesses that have this company in Graham that they have phones with. Sorry, y'all. It's my old company.
Oh,
And
oh.
he's only paying $25 a month per line, and that's all he's paying. And I said, well, I'm sorry to say, but that is not accurate. And I said, I would bet you if you got them to show them their bill, you could see differently. I said, I can assure you that we're extremely competitive against anybody. But all he wanted was for me to reduce his bill $5 a month for each line. But I can't do that.
Right. And you know, and I don't even waste a whole lot of time on those. I mean, let it go. But, you know, people that value and people that are, but you got to show them the value. You got to show them what they're going to save. And I mean, we're going to need to recalculate that thing I put on the front of the water systems that tells how much to save and all that. I'm going to find out if Gary Linder is going to do it, because Lord knows I don't want to have to get, I'm not somebody that likes calculating anything, and I don't want to go through it. So if Gary's going to do it, or Ruth Lowe, I'll get it from them. And that's I'll go through all that calculation crap. But we're going to have to recalculate that. But I mean, I took the picture tonight of those empty shelves when the water was out. And, you know, I'm going to put something out there this week on Facebook. You know, I hope that we don't run out of water I hope the grocery stores don't run out of water. But, you know, when it looked like this, I didn't worry because I've got an endless supply of alkaline energized water. You know, those are the things. But, yeah, but
not to mention you're not putting all that plastic into the environment. I mean, that's in itself right there, regardless of any other reason why to drink the water, but you're saving the environment as well. It's a big plus.
Right.
And if I recall, it's 11 cents a gallon. I mean, come on, you can't buy it that cheap at Walmart.
Right.
I just said that to somebody today.
And now when we go over this, the shipping price is being built into the price, and your commission is going up, but you won't be able to multiply the percentage times the full amount of the water system, because it's only being figured on the amount of the water system that's water system, and part of the water system is going to be the shipping. So I'll have a grid, and you all that were on the other day saw it, and you can look at that and you'll know what you're going to earn. But I mean, it's not because, you know, they've got to build that in. So
won't that also change? We won't be getting paid weekly anymore. It'll be monthly, depending on how many we sell.
You will be paid weekly on the retail profit. The retail profit will remain the, you know, if you're an executive, you get 10%. If you are a silver, you get 20%. But it's my understanding that extra commission will come in on the 15th. So you will still get paid weekly, but you won't get everything weekly. You'll get the retail profit there. But then
Gotcha.
on the 15th, you'll get that additional, and of course, you'll get your bonus that you get for the level that you've reached.
Kimball, I'm pretty sure I did screenshots of those graphs he had. I
Yeah.
can check back, but I'm pretty sure I did screenshots.
I've got them, but you know what? It's just a whole lot easier if I can just get the slideshow and go through it.
Yeah. I just want to sell water systems.
Yeah, I mean, you exactly do. Water, water, water. And, you know, that's just too much. You want to get a water bottle and say, now I'm going to tell you this is the best water in the world, but you're not going to drink as much of it if you get a bottle. But if you want to get the bottle and then you'll have it to travel, then that's a great place to start. Or, you know, I did a little video today for Google My Business, and I've got a wall mount here that I was showing. You know, this wall mount is it's like $100. I mean, you know, these things, that is so super cheap for, you know, what you get with this. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to do one tomorrow that shows this. Just if you ever wanted to know, this is what a brand new filter looks like. Is that look at the filter that
I thought it was a Christmas decoration.
and look at
You're
this.
so crazy.
So now, which one would you rather have showered
That's
in?
crazy.
That's unreal.
So, do you want to be the water system, or you
That's
want to
amazing.
have a water filter?
For
Well,
real.
most people don't understand that your skin is what absorbs
Everything.
whatever's in the water because that's your biggest organ. A lot of people don't get that.
That's right. That's right.
True.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, good times are coming right now. Please call Jeff. You can text me. If you text me, I'll see it and I'll get back to you quicker. But like I said, I think I'm going to be in a real push. Now come next Wednesday at, I think it'll be 6:00. I'll be finishing next Wednesday. I won't have any more patients then until January 5th. So, and I love Neeking after Christmas. Be putting up some posts on Facebook. In fact, I'll take a picture of this and send to you all. You know,
Yes,
Okay.
I'd like a picture
Yeah,
of it.
do.
because that'll actually make a good picture. In fact, we've got the movie screen pulled down in the living room. I can take in there and I can stand holding one on, but they'll be on the back of that white screen. That'll show up really, really well. I mean, it's all about the visuals, you know.
Right.
And
Right.
this is, you know, people say, "Oh, I got well water. Well water, so good." That is well water, folks.
Yeah.
Water.
I don't have
Very-
well water anymore. I got city water, but now I have my Neekem water filtration system. So I don't have any worries.
That's right. That's right. I mean, and water is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Absolutely. Any other questions of anything tonight? Oh, on Saturday, there's going to be a Ben and Mike are doing a thing on Saturday.
You message that out to us, a link or something?
I got to find it. I mean, I heard them say that yesterday on a call, so I'll get that out to you. Theirs are usually 12:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
And
and I was
something-
impressed. I was impressed that Mike, when people don't shut up, he tells them to.
Yeah,
I noticed that. I was on that call the other night. They had, and he was like, "Well, you just need to be quiet because."
yeah. You know, God bless. You know, some people just like to hear themselves talk. Now, I want you all to speak up, and you got questions, but you know, I get frustrated on those calls. I do. So
There's a time and a place.
yeah, I feel your pain. But you know, I want every one of you to be thinking Kaizen, that you're going to earn Kaizen this coming year, and on 2022 you're going on a trip.
Holy cow.
And if
That'd
you
be nice.
Somewhere good.
work towards it and you do it, and you're doing the things, if you are signing people up who get the rapid start, whatever it is, and if you are working on going Kai, it'll all come together. It will all come together.
Wouldn't we have fun?
Oh my God, an absolute blast.
We will have fun.
We will. I mean, and you
We'll
know,
be crazy.
yes, I have watched this. I mean, the people, that's one of the fun things when I've been on these trips before, the people from Mexico and all the people from Colombia. And I mean, they're in, their teams are all there. They're all have earned this and they have such a good time together. And, this is not a business that you do by yourself. And that's one of the reasons I love it. I've been doing a business that's by myself for 25 years. I go in that room and I shut the door and it's me and just one person. And then, I am isolated all the time. So I love every one of you and I want every one of you to be successful. I mean, it is great to be able to work together and us build something together. I mean, and I love to travel and Nikin does the best things. And I don't know that, I'm really excited because I'm going to get to Hawaii and I've never been, but I'm kind of hoping that following year, maybe they'll follow through and do that cruise that we were really earning. When we started this, we were going to be earning a cruise to the Mediterranean and we would have gone to Spain and Greece.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes. I mean,
No, they held that up because we're going to be on that next time.
yes,
Girl, good job. That's what I was thinking.
They just going to send y'all to Hawaii right now. And by the way, I'll send you the measurements for what size suitcase you need for me to fit in.
What's funny is, so we're supposed to go to New York in May, and they're going to, on January 5th, they're going to make a decision on whether they're going to keep that or not. Because see, we would be, and you know what? I really think on January 5th, this country is going to be in a bigger mess than we're in today. And I really think there's a possibility by May we could do it. But I bet you I just have this feeling we're just not going to. I have a feeling they're going to give us a plan B trip. I mean, they're already working on the idea. They said, we may have to do something different, but that's okay. I'm excited about it. You got to roll with the punches. Life is lived by those who pivot and have a good time. Yeah. And if you don't have fun doing this business, you won't ever make money because nobody ain't going to want to get in with it if it's not fun. But it is. It is a lot of fun.
Kimble, you make it fun.
She does.
I tell you, God is my witness. I try to make, I'm that kid that when you read the Learned Optimism, there's a story of these parents that had twins and one little boy, they were identical, but they were so different. One little boy, he was so pessimistic. I mean, he always thought everything was bad. He cried over everything. And the other boy was just happy with whatever happened. So the parents took him to a psychologist and the psychologist, oh, this is terrible. That kid that's just happy all the time, he's going to get his heart broken. We've got to calm that down. And this other one, oh my God, he's neurotic. So they set up this room and they took the little boy that cried all the time and there was every toy that a child could ever want. Well, he walked in there and fell on the floor on his face and just started crying and screaming. And his parents said, what is wrong? He goes, oh God, everybody's going to hate me because I've got all these toys. And do you know how much I'll have to clean up? And I won't even know where everything is. And he is just flipping out. Oh. Well, they carry him in and there's poop up to your knees. And he jumps right in the middle and he starts digging. And they said, what are you doing? He said, if there's this much shit here, there's got to be a pony somewhere. And that's what I have always tried to do. If there's this much crap, there's got to be something good happening. So we're just going to move on. And I have been waiting. I mean, I have known since I came to this that this was what I was supposed to be doing. I just know it in every fiber of my soul. And, Ayanna Van Zant, she's a motivational speaker, and she wrote something. Her first book came out when I was in graduate school, and I loved it because she talked about how Moses did not lead his people when he was 20 years old and young and strapping. And it wasn't when he was 40. It was when he was 80 and had been bumping around the desert and all that. That's when God called him to lead his people. And I've always thought of Louise Hay because at 61 years old, she started Hay House Printing. And when she died at almost 91, it was the largest self-help printing company in the world. And, you know, we don't ever know when we're going to be called, but I just knew that this was right. And I knew that we had the right products and I knew it was the right business, but everything wasn't just lining up. And we've got a perfect storm. You know, I don't mean to be ugly. COVID-19 was meant for us. It has positioned us in a place in the market that we couldn't have positioned ourselves here on our own. People are concerned about their health and they're going to be, and they have learned that the doctors don't know it all or have it all, and you better invest in yourself.
Yeah.
The economy has changed. We're going online, like it or not. I mean, you aren't going to put that genie back in the bottle, and we are an online company. And we've got Luis, who took countries that they make way less money than we do, and the products cost more. And he created a strategy. And in 4 years, because he studied it 14 and 15, and in 16, he started what we're starting here now. In 4 years, he's transformed it. So this is one of those times when you have an opportunity, and don't let it pass you up, because I want us all to go together. I mean, this is going to happen with or without us, but I want it to be with us, because every single one of you know people that you can change their lives. You can change their lives with a product, and you can change your lives with the business. And those of you up there in Virginia, Lord knows there's some folks up there that need some changes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Just get them to listen.
You just offer it, and if you say, if they start to pull it away, say, that's okay. I don't think this is the right time for you. And I got so many people to talk to. I'll get back with you when it's a better time.
Yeah.
Pull it back. Lord, people can't stand for you to pull anything back. They don't.
That's true.
Call them up and say, I'm looking for somebody who really wants to make some money. Who do you know? Well, what about me? Well, I didn't know if you'd be interested. Do you want to make money?
Yeah.
I mean, people like to play coy. It's why I didn't like dating at all, because I'm just like, let's just put it out there and let's get it all done. But people like to play coy. So I have learned in sales that you have to do that. I mean, and nobody wants to be left behind. They're just so afraid. And when they're asking you about it, what they're really asking is, will it work for me? Mm-hmm. Well, there's not a person on this planet that this water won't work for. There's not a person on this planet that air won't work for. There's not a person on this planet that nutritionals can't help. I mean, maybe they don't need every single one of them, but I mean, we got enough nutritionals. I mean, Day Greens, there isn't anybody that doesn't need that. Lactoferrin, there's nobody that need it. Immunity, there's nobody that needs that. I mean, we can go on. I mean, Cece and Jeff and I mean, our shake mix is a major portion of our diet. And I totally have transformed my gut since I've been in this thing for 15 years. And Jeff has too. I mean, 2 of my autoimmune disorders that I have been diagnosed with have to do with my gut. I mean, but I'm telling you what, that shake mix, it is just amazing.
Changes lives.
Now I drink my chamomile tea every night because chamomile stops the spasms. I mean, it's not everything. If you want to have really good health, there's other things you got to do. You got to walk, you got to exercise, you got to move some. But, we've got a foundation. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else before we call it a night and go to bed?
No, but I need Cece to check her chat.
Oh, okay.
She didn't respond. But no, that was wonderful, Kimball. We're going to rock it.
Oh, I thought I did.
We're
Yes,
all
ma'am.
going to rock it this year. Just saying.
All righty.
All right, Kimball, if like Gladys or Elizabeth come in, they've been out longer than 6 months. Did I understand you correctly? You can re-sign up, but it has to be emailed?
Yes.
By us or by them?
We didn't have to, it'd be better if you did it. If you need help with it, call us up and all you got to really do is take a picture and email it in to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So fill out the paper and then just do it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that
Just call me, Shirley. I'll help you.
Okay, it would be just a new consultant form, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
because that's all I have. I don't have a
And then they're going to say, do they
renewal one.
want to renew? And you're going to say, no, it's a new sign up. Just do it.
Thank
Well,
you.
I've got several people that I just want to sign up so they can get products, if nothing else,
That's fine.
and get the good rates.
That's right. That's right. And you know, sometimes people have to do that in order to catch the vision of what something bigger. And there's nothing wrong with that. I will tell you right now, there's no way on God's little green earth that I would have bought a wellness home in 2006 and bought that separate retail.
Yeah.
Seriously, when we came in, our wellness home was right at $5,000.
Yeah, I remember you
It
said.
wasn't at wholesale. So we would have been probably what, $7,500? Ain't no way.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I've got some colleagues in Beacon that, I mean, they are funny. They will not sign them up. They'll say, well, you're going to have to get it at retail. And I'm like, I don't care. Go ahead.
Exactly.
You know, if they fall off and become a customer, that's fine. They've already fallen in love with the products and I make more money off of them then.
At least they're buying something.
That's right. That's
They'll
right.
buy it and they'll tell people about it. So
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah.
Well, night, night, ladies. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed right.
You better go to bed.
I
Good night.
Love you.
Bye, everybody.